Good morning, good evening, wherever you may be. Welcome to Zero Casualty with another episode of Let's Play Dark Souls. In the last episode, the Capra Demon thought he could stop us so early on in the game. Well, he thought wrong. And he was kind enough to give us the key to the depths. However, that's actually not where we're heading today. In this episode, we're gonna take care of a few optional stuff. And whoa, looks like there's a cleric convention going on. Alright, dude, what's happening?
Oh, hello. My guests have finally arrived. I will be departing with them shortly. So, I'm afraid I will be saying goodbye soon. It was a pleasure. Oh, hello. Miracles, I presume? Yes, I know. Reah is the youngest daughter of the good house of Thurland. Those young knights are her old schoolmates, but I'm not sure what to make of them. I'm afraid they may be a bad influence. Reah is the youngest daughter. Those young knights, but I'm not sure. I'm afraid. Come again. The effectiveness of the...
Okay.
What have we here? You look awfully raggedy. Times are grim. The least you can do is look sharp. Don't you dare meet my lady like that. You might scare her off for good. Oh, you again. What business have you? I don't suppose we can help, though. We accompany my lady on her righteous mission. It is quite a chore, but I'm stuck with her. And Nico, too. I can't very well abandon them now. Oh, it's you. We're to leave momentarily. The catacombs aren't exactly my idea of a good time, but what can one do? I do hope we meet again, Reah or not. Oh, it's you. We're to leave the catacombs. What, Reah?
You are undead as well? Then we've no time to fraternize. I have my mission and you no doubt have yours. We must not let this curse overcome us. Did I not explain the urgency of our tasks? Or are you so uncouth as to lack such judgment? By the looks of you, I should think not. Did I not explain the urgency of our tasks? Or are you so uncouth as to... By the looks of you...
Sheesh, friendly company. Alright, so while we're at it, we may as well just talk to all the other NPCs around here, see what else they have to say.
Did you see them? The 3 young clerics headed for the catacombs to seek kindling. Kindling is the art of feeding bonfires. The poor young girl sent down into a tomb. What a terrible mission she is burdened with. Oh, hello. Well, you certainly are keeping at it. Myself? I'm fine. Let's get started straight away.
I mean, at least this guy's alright, you know?
I wish to do what I can to locate Master Logan. I am aware of my shortcomings, but I cannot very well just sit around here and rot. Oh, do not worry. I have considered our relationship. I will only leave after I have taught you all the sorceries that I know. I shall count myself lucky if I manage to locate Logan, or even return here in one piece. 2 things are required. First, second, then... Oh, goodbye then.
But then, of course, you got this dude, the crestfallen guy.
Did you see her? That virtuous little maiden, complete with followers in tow? They're probably going straight to pillage graves. I've heard enough about the lady for a lifetime. How did that raggedy old chum end up? You know, the one who idolized some godmother of pyromancy. He left for Blighttown, but never came back. Whereas most flee from sickness, he dives right in. Well, nothing will harm him once he goes hollow. What now?
Alright, and let's see what's going on down here. And it looks like Lawchuck's gone. Okay, so I think that was pretty much everyone. So let's move on forward. Okay, so we need to make our way back to the elevators that would take us up to the Undead Parish. If I can remember where that is. Oh yeah, okay, I think it was over here. Okay, so there's an area here that we need to go up into. Just step on this elevator and you'll want to jump off right here. And whoops, rolled too far. Actually, that's okay. I didn't mean to drop down here, but actually that's okay because I just realized there's a few stuff here that we can get. See? All these treasure chests. There you go. That's for PvP. If you want to invade other players. There you go. Morning Star and a talisman. Okay. And a homeward bone. Okay, I'm sure there was like one other item around here. Yep, there it is. And a Lloyd's talisman. Okay, so I don't remember if there's actually a way to get back up to where we were. So I think we're just gonna have to use a homeward bone. Which is fine since we actually got some more homeward bones anyway. So there we go. Use that and hit yes. Alright, so let's do this again. But we'll do it correctly this time. Again, back to the elevators where the shortcut area is at. And it looks like the cleric convention's gone. And then take this elevator over here, which now I think about it is actually the better one to use. Okay, then just roll off over here. Good. Okay, just looking around over here. Alright, you see that item over there? We need to get that first. And so to do that involves a little bit of platforming. Okay, here we go. You see this like thing over here, guys? There's a little buttress. Just roll. Just roll. Don't try to jump, you know, don't do any like strange acrobatics or whatever. Just simply roll off the ledge. And then you should safely land. Alright? Okay, and then drop down over here. Good. Now grab this undead asylum key. And while we're at it, I believe there's another item down below. Yep, there it is. It's not that important, but we may as well just grab it. Since we're like over here. Whoa. Okay. Okay, I think I know what that was, but that's, I think the first time I've actually seen that. Strange. Yeah, I think I know what that is, though. Yeah, apologies for being vague, guys, but it's a bit of a spoiler, so I don't really want to say what that is exactly just yet. Alright, let's just make our way back down here, and I believe there's an item hiding around here somewhere, so let me see if I can find it, if it's still there. Okay, and, oh, yep, there it is. Okay, oh wow, it was just another one of those. Alright, so, yeah, basically what we need to do is go back to that, like, elevator shortcut thing all over again. Once again, you know, we do a roll, like, midway, or, like, not even really midway, but you just, like, as soon as the elevator goes up, and then we need to do another roll, landing on that buttress, and instead of going downwards, we're gonna go head upwards. And yeah, I just triggered that one elevator, so the other one, the one on the left side over here, will come back down, because I believe this is the better one. And here we are. Alright, step on it. Yeah, as soon as that little thing depresses. Okay, yeah, like I said, once again, roll off over here. And then once again, we do the little platforming. So be careful, guys. I've died to this a couple times before, you know. There you go. Ooh, man, yeah, that was close. Okay, and then just make our way up here, you know, up the steps. Follow the path. Alright, I'm just gonna take a moment to see if there's anything around here. Nope, doesn't look like it. Okay, moving on. And we are now at the giant crow's nest. And yep, press that button to curl up like a ball. Now, you know, leave it to From Software to not make things trigger automatically. You know, it's like it makes you question whether or not you're wasting time or you're actually doing something wrong. And, you know, you end up like canceling it because you didn't know. But just wait, the cutscene will trigger. And here we are, guys, back to the Northern Undead Asylum. It's only been 4 episodes, and it feels like it's been ages since we've been here. And oh look, more of those undead guys to greet us. Hey guys, say hello to my Zweihander. Boom. Okay, I guess they're all formally acquainted now. Okay, so be careful over here, guys. Up ahead, if you step onto that open area right there in front of you, is actually a boss fight. We do not want to tackle this particular boss just yet. So, yeah, as you can see, just making a left over here, you know, roll through these pods. Yeah, kill whatever is standing in your way. But, I mean, if you want, you can tackle the boss now. I'm just gonna hold off on it because it's not really that important right now in terms of what we're trying to do here, what we're trying to achieve. So I'm purposely avoiding it. However, again, if you want to go ahead and tackle it, by all means, feel free to do so. And don't worry, I will take on the boss eventually, just not right now, just not in this episode. Alright, careful when you make your way up here because if you remember the first episode, yep, there you go, you see that? That ball. Yeah, I'm not falling for it this time. And oh look, it's that guy, and he looks like he's gone hollow. He's not too tough though, however, he does like to use his shield a lot and he likes to dodge as well. And he is rather quick for a sword and shield kind of guy, so yeah, you know, just take it easy. Alright, so with that out of the way, let's pick up an item over here. Ah, the Crest Shield. Now that's a good shield right there. Like, if you've still been using the Knight Shield early in the game, you know, quickly replace it with this one. You know, the Crest Shield is a really good one. I mean, not only does it look good for, like, Fashion Souls, but, you know, in terms of practicality, it's got really nice defenses for the shield its size. So, you know, I would recommend using that. Okay, so this area should look rather familiar to you guys, so I really shouldn't have to say much. But as usual, you know, because we are back here, the enemies have respawned. You know, just kill them. And they weren't that difficult to begin with, you know, in the first episode. But now that you should have leveled up and got better weapons, these guys should be like nothing at this point. Ah, looks like there's 2 of them now. Alright, let's see. You know what, I haven't used my pyromancings in a while, so let me... Yeah, there you go. Let me toss one. May as well, you know. Just take advantage of the fact that I have it. Okay. and this guy over here. I mean, I don't even know why I'm like taking my time here. You know, yeah, there you go. Come on. Boom. Oh man, no match for the almighty Spyhander. Alright, so see, there we go. That's why we needed to pick up that key earlier. So we can finally open this door. And gee, I wonder what's down here. Oh look, it's an item. There you go, the rusted iron ring. That's the reason why we came back here, guys. We could not pick this up in the first episode, but we were finally able to pick it up now. Now this ring has a very specific use, which I will explain soon enough. But for now, we need to just get out of here. So I think the best thing to do is just to homeward bone our way out of here. But if you rested at the bonfire over here, then just head back to the crow, and it'll take you back to the Firelink Shrine. Either way works. Okay, so that first part of the checklist is done. We can move on to the next thing that we need to do. Okay, we'll need to go back to the Undead Parish, so go ahead and take that shortcut. And this guy's back.
Oh, you again? Me? I've become separated from my lady. I've scoured near and far, but no sight of her. Where could she have gone? My lady, to think I swore to protect you with my life. Your Highness, where have you gone? I am entirely to blame for this. Oh, woe is me. I am unworthy, deathly so. Oh, I'm sorry. Miracles, was it? Sometimes I lose myself. Pay me no mind.
Oh man, he says he loses himself sometimes, but it looks like he loses people too. It hasn't even been an hour yet, and he already lost the one person that he was trying to protect. The poor girl's probably hurt and scared, all alone in the dark somewhere. Yeah, so much for being her guide and protector. Alright, so as I said before, we're taking this shortcut elevator back to the Undead Parish, and basically cross that long bridge all the way back to Andre the Blacksmith. Okay, so while we're at it, I should probably mention like sort of a checklist of what exactly it is that we're trying to do today. And we did already one of the things, which was to go back to the Northern Undead Asylum to pick up that rusted iron ring. The next thing is to head to the Darkroot Garden, which is actually the next area where we're heading. Okay, after that, in that particular area, there's a few enemies, including a boss that we need to kill. And then we also need to grab a specific shield, known as the Grass Crest Shield. And last but not least, I think there's like a key and like a special ember for Andre the Blacksmith. So yeah, those are like things that we need to do, and if we have enough time, we'll probably do some other things as well. But yeah, we got our work cut out for today.
Well, hello again. You seem to be doing all right. Need anything forged?
Okay, now that we're back at Andre's, you should take this moment to do a gear check. If there's anything that you need to upgrade, especially your weapons, do that right now. If you still need to repair, you should do that as well. See, I'm doing it right now, and it shouldn't be too expensive. If you still need materials such as titanite shards or even these smith boxes, which I'll get to eventually, so I can't afford it yet, you should try to get those as well.
This is the old church. It was abandoned in favor of the church that you passed through. There are paths leading from here to two forbidden plains, Sen's Fortress and the Darkroot Garden. They attract all sorts of lunatics, no one as cultured as yourself. It's fine to be undead, but keep a level head, eh? Sen's Fortress is an old proving grounds built by the ancient gods. It is the only route leading to the great Anor Londo. Of course, most fools can't even find their way into that fortified death trap. But they won't stop trying. Take that bumbling Sir Onion. I know little of the Darkroot Garden, although I've heard rumors of a divine blacksmith who resides there. Those who get stumped in the catacombs seek him for divine weapons. I know little of the Darkroot, although I've heard rumors of a divine. Those who get stumped in the catacomb. Don't get yourself killed. Neither of us want to see you go hollow.
Okay, so just turn around, head down these steps, through this large open room where we fought that Titanite demon like a while back, and go through this massive door right here. And here we are in this brand new area, which is all dark green and foresty like. Welcome to the Darkroot Garden. Alright then, so just head down this path over here. Oh, looks like we have an enemy coming up. Yeah, these guys, they're not too bad. They're actually pretty easy. Boom, dead. Okay. Oh wow, yeah, they dropped the purple moss clumps, so I guess you didn't even have to buy it from the merchant lady. You could have just farmed it from these guys. Well, at least now you have a handful. Okay, so this pawn right here, just make a quick sharp right. And notice how there's a big, like, open area over here. So just head on down. Oh wow, straggler. Yeah, kill this guy. He's gonna chase you all the way down. Alright, so now that he's gone, let's move on. Oh wait, did he drop something? Yeah, he did. Okay, more purple moss clumps. But, you know, honestly, what you really want are the blooming purple moss clumps, because those are the ones that not only cure poison as far as I remember, but they also cure toxic. And you want to quickly get rid of toxicity, because toxicity, in my opinion, is a much more damaging debuff. Those I can't recall if you can farm them, but as far as I know, you can buy it from the merchant lady. Alright, this guy right here, this little dude right here, this cute little thing, yeah, kill that. Be careful though, because they can sometimes lure you to your death. But notice how it dropped the twinkling titanite, so that's very good. That's a very important upgrade material for some weapons. Alright, so by the way, the reason why we're down here is that we have a couple errands. One of them is to light up a bonfire, and another one is to pick up a particular shield. Oh look, nice. We got some leather gear here. You know what? I should probably try them on. And speaking of trying them on, that reminds me. If you haven't already done so, make sure you equip the rusted iron ring. We're gonna need it like soon-ish. So yeah, just, you know, put that on if you haven't already done so. Okay, so I'm gonna take a moment to equip that new gear that I found. Hopefully it'll still allow me to do a fast roll while providing some more defense than what I was originally wearing. I mean, again, you know, a mid-roll is perfectly fine. It's serviceable, you know, all of you guys can still get by with doing a mid-roll. It's just that for me personally, I prefer doing a fast roll. And unfortunately, this new gear set does not allow me to do a fast roll. So I'm going to have to start unequipping some stuff here. Okay, maybe the gloves might do it. Nope, still doing a mid-roll. So yeah, unfortunately this gear set is still a little too heavy. Now granted, once I do have those like rings, such as the Havel's ring or the ring of favor and protection, plus a much higher endurance level, I should be able to equip gear like this and still be able to do a fast roll. But until then, it's going to force me to do a mid roll, and I would rather sacrifice a little bit of defense if it allows me to do a fast roll, just so I can dodge better, in my personal opinion. And okay, this guy right here is a Black Knight with a what looks like a halberd, if I'm not mistaken. A Black Knight halberd. Let's see if he drops it. But yeah, first things first, gotta kill this dude. Attack tennis, man. Never fails. Boom. Dead. Oh snap, he did drop the Black Knight halberd. That's awesome. Okay. I mean, it's a fairly, you know, like rare drop. I mean, not too rare, but rare enough. And I'm glad that I finally got it. However, unfortunately for this particular playthrough and build with this character right now, I'm not going to be able to use it. But it's good to have it though. I'm glad that I do have it. So in a future playthrough, if I do, like let's say a new game plus or whatever, I could probably use it. So that's cool. Alright. Which, I mean, you know, if you could just tell from my voice, the excitement in my voice, it's a very good weapon. Alright, here we go. Bonfire. Let's light it up. You can rest up here if you want. I'm not going to do that just yet because I'm still, you know, pretty much topped off. But if you want, by resting at this bonfire, it's sort of like saving a checkpoint, you know? Okay, this item right here, this is the other thing. The Grass Crest Shield. This is a shield that we really need and we need to equip right away. So this shield doesn't provide 100% physical defense or anything like that, but the benefit to it is that it passively increases the rate of our stamina regen. So even if you're not necessarily wielding it on your left hand and you just have it on your back, you still gain the benefit of that passive stamina regen. And for a character build like ours, which uses up a lot of stamina per swing, you know, that's very important. That's really, really helpful and very important. Oh, you know, come to think of it, I'm almost done with this character build. I started off with a Pyromancy Flame because my starting class was a Pyromancer, and as you know, that lets me cast Pyromancies. Then I also got the Zweihander, which is pretty much my main offensive weapon, and then I just got the Grass Crest Shield, which helps me with my stamina management. And earlier when I picked up the Hunter set, it came with a longbow. So now I have a bow that I can use if I need it. So the only things I'm missing are a couple specific rings, a certain armor set, you know, just for our fashion souls. But otherwise, I'm more or less done. And it's just a matter of leveling up now. Okay, so these blue crystalline golems, if you want to call them that, they are not that difficult really. You know, as you can tell, as you can see, they're big, but you know, they're slow. They hit hard, but again, they're slow. So you know, you can like obviously tell when you need to dodge or when you need to block their attacks. But because they are made out of, I guess, crystal, you know, depending on your weapon, it may take a few more hits to kill each one. But again, you know, pretty straightforward, nothing too crazy. What is crazy though is in this particular area, you may have noticed some things like that right there. That's coming from a monster, a massive creature down the lake over yonder. You may have caught a glimpse of it just now. Careful because his water attacks hit hard and he's gonna keep spitting at us so long as it's still alive. Yeah, you see it right there? That's a Hydra, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna need to kill it. That's what's actually making this particular area dangerous. If you want, you can lure these like blue crystal guys out of there, you know, because we are like in a very dangerous spot. Or you may have noticed that these guys actually get hurt by the Hydra's attack, so you can actually use them as meat shields. Kind of risky though. Or, you know, if you're feeling up to it like I am, just simply kill these guys as you're making your way to this massive Hydra. Okay. Now, I hope you equipped the rusted iron ring, because if you didn't, if you stand under the water, you're going to be very slow. You know, as if you're walking on tar. So, what the rusted iron ring does is that allows you to move freely. Now, okay. Ow, that that hurt. If you have a shield, you may want to like, you know, equip it as you're trying to brace yourself for these guys. Now, what you want to do is you want to like stand like right over here where I'm at right now, because this is like more or less a safe spot of where the Hydra doesn't shoot those like I guess like water balls, you know, or whatever you want to call them, and B, you may or may not get hit by this attack that you just saw right now. Okay, and as you can see, what I'm doing is that each time the Hydra like attacks, I swing my weapon and hit one of its heads. Give it enough swings, you'll chop off a head, and if you chop off enough heads, you'll kill this thing. So just take it easy, you know, take your time, and always be ready to block or dodge if you want. I just prefer blocking. Now, if you have a 100% defense shield, you should not be taking any damage, but as you know, I'm wearing the grass crush shield, so I am taking damage per block, but not enough damage to instantly kill me or anything. Yeah, there you go, see? So as you can see, I'm just like slowly whittling it down, one at a time. You know, just attack the head. There you go, that's another head down. Okay, so you can see right there my progress. I've already chopped off a few heads. Just keep going. Alright, this part's a little tricky though, because the outer heads tend to, as you can see, they... Oh! Snap. Yeah, I meant to do that. A wise man once said, there are no mistakes, just happy little accidents. Okay, let's try that again. Alright, so just same deal here. You know, block when he strikes, attack when there's an opening. You know, this guy, he's massive and everything, but he's actually not a boss. Notice how there's like no giant health bar across the screen right now. I mean, I guess he would be considered a mini-boss, you know? Although I guess the word mini would be a bit of a misnomer. Okay, so you may have noticed that I am not picking up that item to my right now. And that's because that item, funnily enough, actually sort of helps us kind of get an idea of where the safe spot is. So that's why I'm not picking it up right now. You know, if you picked it up, then, you know, that's fine. But it might be a little bit tricky to kind of find where the safe spot is. And even if I'm saying the word safe spot, as you can tell, it's still somewhat dangerous where I'm at right now. It's a little bit RNG because, you know, it really depends on where the heads will want to strike. But otherwise, this is more or less the best spot that you want to be at. And I should not have done that, you know, doing like a one-handed swing. I don't have the stats to properly wield this Vihander with a one-handed swing right now. Okay, yeah, so just, you know, little by little chop off these heads. You know, to be honest with you, it'd be very interesting, like, how, I guess, a sorcerer would deal with this guy. You know, because I've actually never played a full-on sorcerer class. So, to be honest with you guys, like, if you're playing sorcerer right now, you know, you tell me below the comments, like, let me know, like, how did you deal with this guy? Because, you know, that to me is like, it's like a big question mark, I guess. It's like a mystery. You know, I'm already struggling with just, you know, meleeing this guy. I can only imagine how it'd be like for a sorcerer class, you know? But the good news is that this guy is almost dead. You know, there's only just a few more heads to go. You know, so like I said, little by little. And I wish my weapon just wasn't missing so much. I mean, it's such a big target, and yet I feel like I'm not really hitting it, you know? I guess that's the irony. Like, if this was a boss, you would see a massive health bar right below the screen, so you could tell if you're actually doing damage. But in this case, you really can't, you know, unless you're, like, looking at the Hydra, like, across the water. But, well, I guess it doesn't really matter in the end because I killed it, finally. Alright, there we go. So I got a dragon scale and a dust crown ring. I mean, I'm no sorcerer, but I heard the ring is okay depending on who you ask. And alright, a knight set, which, I mean, it looks cool, don't get me wrong, but it's pretty heavy and it's not the set that I'm looking for. Okay, so, you know what? Something needs to appear after killing the Hydra, but I believe for that to happen, we actually have to log out and then log back into the game. Or zone out and zone in using the homeward bone, but I think this is a much faster method. So yeah, let's just go ahead and do that, and I will see you guys real soon. Alright, so welcome back. Hopefully quitting and reloading the game wasn't too painful for you guys. Okay, so just head on down. Again, hopefully you have the rusted iron ring equipped, because otherwise, just trying to get through this water would probably be a slog. Okay, so just keep heading forward. Okay, and as soon as we make our turn over here, there you go. You see that? That golden thing right there? It's basically one of those blue golems that we fought earlier. But, well, you know, it's golden. So we just need to greet it with a Zweihander. And, you know, just like the blue golems, really, there's not much else to say about this guy. It's, you know, the same thing, really. You know, other than the fact that it may hit harder, probably has a little bit more health, and it seems to be a lot more faster and agile. But other than that, really, it's just like the blue guys, so, you know. Now, again, not much to say here. I mean, especially after that Hydra fight, you know. It's like, this thing just pales in comparison. So I'm just kind of like baiting it to do something first before I strike. Okay. Can I do it? Ah, just one more hit would have done it. There we go. Dead. Oh, hey, look. It's a girl. Hey, how's it going? Alright, let's talk to her. Don't mind me, I'm just trying to get a good angle.
So, 'tis thou who rescueth me. Most gracious, I am deeply obliged. I am Dusk of Ulyssil. I cometh from an age long before thine. I cannot stay here for long. So, before I disappear, allow me to ask one thing. My home, Ulyssil, is the home of ancient sorceries. My hope is to pass this profound knowledge to thee, with thine approval. Would this be of assistance to thee?
I mean, yeah, sure. Of course.
My heartfelt thanks. I am pleased beyond words. Then I shout, engrave my signature. If thou art in need, pray summon me from my signature. It seems that my time is done. May the great flames guide thee.
Alright, cool. And with that, it looks like we got half our checklist done. Sweet. Alright, let's move on. Okay, so basically just head back. And as you can see, you know, try to hug the right wall over here, or if you were coming from the other direction, hug the left. Because, as you already noticed earlier, there's like this big gaping hole underneath in the middle of this, I guess, lake. And the last thing you need is to accidentally, you know, fall down into it. Which is kind of weird. I mean, it's weird how our characters can't swim, and more importantly, it's weird how we just like instantly like fall into the hole in the water. It's like as if something grabbed us from the lake underneath or something. It's weird. It's weird how gravity works there. Oh hey, there's my bloodstain at. Yeah, so basically what happened was, on my way back to the Hydra, I had the bright idea to lure the blue golems away from that particular, you know, area where the Hydra was like spitting those water balls at, and bring him all the way over here to this like narrow valley canyon, right? And yeah, so I got like a bunch of them, and I basically slipped and fell, and gravity decided to take me home. And unfortunately I didn't record it, but in retrospect I wish I did. Alright, so basically now we're just heading over to the bonfire so we can rest up. Okay, so we should be able to level up, and looks like I can do at least one level. Okay, what am I gonna pick this time? You know what, I think I'm gonna go with Vitality. Yeah, Vitality looks pretty good. Okay, so around this area nearby is a tower, and I want to check it out right now. I'm not sure if it's unlocked. I believe it's locked, and I believe we still need the key for it, but again, I just want to double check right now, so that's why I'm heading up this way. And I know many of you guys are probably itching for like a boss fight, and yes, this is an episode filled with like side stuff that we're doing right now, but don't you worry, we are gonna have a boss fight coming up real soon. In fact, it's actually the next thing on our agenda. Now that I think about it, I think it's actually where we'll get the key to this tower, but again, I just want to double check if we need it. So, we're already here, so may as well just head on up. See, it's like right there in front of me right now. Okay, now that we're here, let's, just look around, see if there's anything to pick up. Okay, nothing. Alright, let's head on up to this door. Yeah, okay, I kind of figured it would be locked. Okay, so, that settles that. And so, really, the next thing we need to do is head on and fight the boss. Which, I guess in a way, it's kind of an optional boss. Yeah, as far as I know, it's not really, like, required in order to complete the game. But, again, we would be missing out on a couple things, So, we may as well just go kill this boss. And besides, if we didn't kill a boss in an episode, it would be kind of like, So, yeah. Let's do that. So as you can see, I'm heading all the way back up, climb this narrow pathway upwards again, more or less going back to that little tiny like puddle, if you will, where we originally made like a sharp right to go into the basin. Well, we're going back to the garden. So, just be careful, don't do like what I did earlier, which was slip, fall, and die. And even if that did happen, it's all good. It's all good, man. Lesson learned, that kind of thing. Alright. Okay, so we're back at the Darkroot Garden, and, obviously kill these enemies that are along the way. And, oh, okay, yeah, there's another one right there. Boom. Dead. Alright. Okay, press on forward. And once again, you want to hug the wall because it's dangerous. And as you can see, that was the item right there. We're going to go pick that up eventually, but not right now. In fact, probably not in this episode. However, if you want, you can go ahead and pick it up. There's a lot of items here that you can pick up. We're just not going to go venture further deep into this area just yet. Because it does lead to like some other things that I feel like it's probably best left for later. However, depending on your build, or if you just want to do some exploration, or you just want to level up, or what have you, feel free to explore further out from this area more than what I'm actually doing in this particular episode. It's your game. Do whatever you want to do. I'm just trying to lay out a certain order of things. And by the way, this is an illusory wall, which. Here we go, bonfire. But I mean, I remember, I totally missed this bonfire the first time around, and it wasn't until later on when I saw like other people's live streams and let's plays, and they were basically exposing this wall, that I was like, what? It was there all along? I mean, granted, if I was playing online, then I'm sure there would have been like a marker left behind from some random player letting me know that there was an illusory wall here. But as you can tell, I don't play online, so it was a surprise. It was a really nice, pleasant surprise for me to find out that there was something there. There was like a little secret that I actually missed. And yeah, I'm ignoring that thing that you just saw right now, that glowing wall as well. We need a key for that. And that right there, I'm looking at right there, there's an item there. I don't remember how important it is, but all I know is that it's a trap. There's like a bunch of those green, like, tree-like enemies that are gonna ambush you if you try to grab that item there. So it's not worth it, at least for me right now. I'm just gonna ignore it. As you saw, I also passed that fog wall, and there's really not much here except some other items and some more enemies. And I think there's like a secret path here as well. Again, I'm not gonna do that because that's not my main focus right now. But as I mentioned earlier, feel free to explore. I'm not stopping you. Okay, so the boss should be coming up soon. I'm just looking around to see if there's any enemies that I may have accidentally aggroed along the way. It's because, I'm gonna have to kill them. And looks like we're in the clear. Okay. But here's one that woke up, so we're gonna have to kill it. Well, actually, we don't even have to, but we may as well. I'm actually kind of curious to see how quickly I can kill this thing with a Zweihander. Boom. Oh, wow. More than half health. Okay. Yeah, wow. Just 2 hits with a Zweihander. That's insane. Alright. So if you're in human form, you should see a summon sign here. You can summon this NPC to help you out with the next boss fight. You don't have to, however, if you do summon her, she will be very useful. In fact, she'll probably like steal your kill because she's so like powerful that she could easily kill this next boss. But you know, we don't need to do that because you know we can handle this. Yeah, we could totally handle this, and I know you can handle it too. But hey, you know what? Again, it's your game. Feel free to summon. There's nothing wrong with that. Okay, so this boss fight is pretty straightforward. You know, as usual, dodge so you don't get hit. Shoot spells or arrows if you're ranged, because as you can see right now, it's a ranged type of boss. Otherwise, if you're melee like I am, you know, just wait till it lands and beat the devil out of it. Now, just be sure to roll out of there because after a few seconds, it does an AoE blast. And you do not want to get caught in that, you know what I'm saying? Now, depending on your weapon, you may get like 2, maybe 3 hits in. Maybe even 4, but that's really like stretching it at that point. So yeah, just, you know, roll out of there and then, you know, rinse and repeat. Oof, man, I didn't dodge that one. That hurt. Okay, maybe now it's time to heal up. Oh no. Oh no. Oof. Oof. Yeah, I guess that was a bad time to heal up. Yeah, that's the only thing about being a melee character right now. We're actually at the mercy of just waiting for this boss to land so we can actually hit it. And oof. Oh wow. I thought that was it. I thought I was dead right there. Wow. Okay, here we go. 1, maybe a second one, 2. Okay, you know what? I could probably do like a 3rd or 4th attack, but I'm just not gonna risk it, you know? I want to heal up, you know, make sure that I don't get caught in that AoE blast. Boom. So, in a way, this boss fight, you know, really it's more of like a test of patience. Especially if you're a melee character like I am. Because, as you can see, really, there's not much we can do other than just dodge its attacks and wait for it to land. And in my personal experience, I've never had any good luck tossing fire bombs or, you know, even like a fireball at it. Which, you know, honestly, I'm pretty sure many of you guys out there will do a much better job at it than me. So I'm not even going to attempt doing that. And you saw that lightning blast right there, or laser beam or whatever you want to call it. Yeah, just dodge that. It's easier said than done, but usually what I like to do with that one is dodge into the boundary of the bridge, or I guess towards the boss as much as you can. And of course you still have to time the dodges correctly, but if all goes well, you should be able to avoid getting hit by that laser beam attack. Okay, it's preparing to land. So 1, maybe a second one, boom. And yeah, you know what, I'm still not gonna risk it. Yeah. I honestly, I could have done a 3rd one, but I'd rather not risk it. Yeah, I gotta say, this boss does have a pretty cool design though, you know? I mean, actually, I remember seeing a caterpillar the other day. It was like green, plump, and juicy looking. And it had this yellow pattern all over it, and it was just like laying in front of our driveway. Could have been dead actually. But I thought I saw it wiggle around a bit. Anyway, I got to thinking, how did it even get there, you know? Shouldn't it be hanging on a tree branch somewhere? And like do that whole metamorphosis thing, because you know, honestly, the transformation of a caterpillar to a butterfly is pretty lit. See, the tiny thing starts out as an egg, right? And from that egg out comes a caterpillar, and all it does is eat and eat and eat some more. And when it's nice and full, it bundles up in a nice cozy shell, chrysalis, and then it sleeps. And then like after some time, it wakes up, and out comes a beautiful butterfly. You know, this majestic thing that can totally destroy you if you're not careful. Boom, dead. Well, there we go, guys. Victory achieved. So yeah, I guess the moral of that story is that if you eat and sleep a lot, you wake up beautiful. Alright, so now that the boss is out of the way, we can head up these steps, head on up this tower right here, and up top there's some stuff that we'll want to grab. Didn't realize how high of a tower this was. Alright, here we go. Grab this thing. The Watchtower basement key. Alright. And look, a divine ember. It's one of those special embers that I had mentioned earlier, like a while back, that we need to give to Andre the blacksmith. Okay, just quickly looking around, and it doesn't seem like there's anything else, so we're gonna, head back down. So hopefully the Moonlight Butterfly boss wasn't too bad, and it really shouldn't be. Again, it's really a test of patience, and if you're impatient, then most likely that's what's gonna get you killed. The boss does hit hard, and you saw like all those close calls that I had. But again, just pace yourself, and just wait till there's an opening. If you're ranged, again, maybe you'll have better luck than me, shooting at it from afar. But again, if you're melee, just wait it out. Just wait it out. Wait till it lands. Hit it a few times, and then eventually the boss will be dead. I guarantee it. Okay, so I'm just gonna bone out of here, and I guess we should probably be able to call it a day, Tell you what, since we still have a little bit of time left to kill, why don't we just go unlock that tower? We actually got the key after killing the boss, so we may as well, and it shouldn't take more than like 10 minutes anyway, so but yeah, we can do this. We can do this. We can squeeze this in. And yeah, as usual, kill the enemies along the way. Or don't. You could always just run past them. I mean, I like killing enemies because it gives me souls. And as you know, souls is like the single most important currency in this game. Whoops. Tight spot there. Back up, back up. Alright. Boom. Dead. Alright. Moving on. Now, I gotta admit, I like the aesthetic of the Darkroot Garden, and I guess also the Darkroot Basin, but I gotta be honest, it's it's a bit, maze-like, and I remember the first playthrough of mine, I actually got lost here, like I didn't know where I was going, and even to this day, I still kind of have to like, sort of look around and make sure that I'm hitting the landmarks, so I'm actually going to the right area of where I need to be, But I like it, but the whole thing is just to kind of just watch out, because as you can tell, these narrow cliffs over here, these pathways, like if you're not looking, yeah, you could easily fall and die here. So just be careful, hug the walls, and you'll be all right. And I'm just gonna drop down here. Whoop, there you go. Yeah, I can just keep on moving forward. And since we're heading up to the tower, you can totally ignore these guys around here. These blue crystal golems. However, if you do get aggro, you're gonna have to get rid of them. And actually, you're gonna want to get rid of them, because where we're going next, once we unlock this door, there's this infamous enemy that we're gonna have to face. And his name is Havel. Boom, right out the gate. Well, here's Havel. This guy, this tank, this heavy armored, heavy weapon wielding guy. His weapon that looks rather suspicious, as if he's overcompensating for something. Okay, so basically this dude, if there's one thing we should have already learned at this point, it's attack tennis. Okay, especially for a build like mine right now, where I'm using a heavy weapon and he's using a heavy weapon. As you can see, attack tennis is super important. If you need to, do like what I'm doing right now, just head on up here and maybe, swiggle a bit, because, oh wow, yeah, this guy is really gonna go after you. Yeah, because like 2 hits You know, if you're not careful, 2 hits, he could totally kill you. So, yeah, just be careful. You know, take your time. Swing when you can. It's again, it's attack tennis. He does something, you swing back. He does another, you swing back. And, you know, hopefully you're avoiding each of those attacks of his. Because at the end of the day, there should only be one person left standing. And that person should be you. Boom. Dead. Alright, cool. And he should drop a very nice ring. Let's pick it up. Bam! Havel's ring. Sweet. Alright, why wait? Let's equip it. Okay, get rid of this blue tier stone ring. Which, you know, by the way, I'm really surprised, but that thing was a lot more useful than I thought. It actually saved me quite a few times, as you guys already know. So, I salute thee. I salute thee, blue tier stone ring. Okay, awesome. Now that we got the Havel's ring on, I should be able to equip some stuff and be able to fast roll. And that's because the Havel's ring, what it does is it increases our maximum equip load. Therefore, we can actually equip heavier gear and still be able to do a sort of a faster roll. And now, granted, it only gives us a percentage, so we still have to kind of like watch out exactly what gear we're putting on. But now, we should be able to equip that thief set, or the black leather set. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, put on the thief mask. Yeah, see? We're able to equip all of it now and do a fast roll, which we couldn't do before. Now, granted, if my endurance level was like even higher, then I'm sure I would have been able to do a fast roll with like all the other like equipment sets that I picked up along the way. But that's alright, because honestly, there is this particular armor set that I actually want to get later on for this character. But for now, we at least have Ellen's like iconic like May Sunshine set on right now. So hey, you know, in a way, it's kind of like we're cosplaying. And notice how we unlocked this door, and in doing so, we unlocked a shortcut. Gee, does this place look familiar to you guys? Probably not. It's been a while. But if we look down, notice that chest over there? Notice those guys? Notice this area? Yeah. It's back to the Undead Burg. And if we were to head on up, that would have been the bridge where we fought the Taurus demon. Pretty cool, huh? But since we're pretty much far out from where we need to be, we're just going to use a homeward bone and warp ourselves out of here. You know, we should have enough, so yeah, let's do it. Alright, cool, mission accomplished. Okay, we just need to do one last thing, which is to head back all the way to Andre and give him that special ember that we picked up after defeating the Moonlight Butterfly boss. Okay, so let's recap of what we did today. The first thing we did was head to the Northern Undead Asylum and got the Rusted Iron Ring, which proved to be rather useful against the Hydra fight. And there will be other areas in this game where we're gonna need it. And we also got the Grass Crest Shield, which is pretty much a requirement for my build. And I also got the Havel's ring after defeating Havel, so I'm not complaining. I can finally fast roll wearing this armor set. And speaking of defeating enemies, we also managed to defeat not only the Hydra, but also the Moonlight Butterfly. And yeah, really, like the only last thing we need to do is just deliver the special ember to Andre, and all within basically an hour. All right, looks like we're almost here. So the special ember basically allows Andre to start ascending our weapons, or in later games it's also known as infusing. And what that essentially means is that our weapons are now upgraded to have some kind of elemental effect. Okay, here's our buddy Andre.
My, that's a rare ember you have there. I've seen one of those before. It's the ember of a divine blacksmith. Might you consider leaving that with me? I could produce divine weapons with a flame such as that. Well, thanks for that. You've made a fine decision. You soon shall see.
Okay, so there are different embers scattered around in this game. The one that we got is the Divine Ember, and that one allows our weapons to be very effective against skeletons and mostly creatures in the catacombs. But that's later into the game, so we won't have to worry about that right now.
I know little of the devil, although I've heard those who get... Don't get yourself killed. Neither of us want...
Okay, I think we should wrap things up here. We did pretty good. I mean, you guys did pretty good. I mean, if you're struggling in any of the encounters that we've had to deal with so far, like the Hydra or, you know, Havel, or, I mean, even the Moonlight Butterfly, you know, just keep at it. You know, they're not too difficult, but it really, again, it really depends on your build and where you're at in this game. Stay focused, stay strong, and I know you can do it. Alright guys, so I'll see you in another episode of Let's Play Dark Souls. I hope you have a good rest of your day. Thanks for watching. Alright, cool. See ya.